got one of the mold up here. Hey, we're back at it. We're out here in, we'll call it Berkeley, California. We're doing a smaller project today. We're squeezing it in between some of our larger ones here. These tiles are like 6 years old. Purpose of the video is a couple things. One, these tiles were bought from Rustico Tile out of Texas. They are pre-sealed, which is fine, kinda. But it's been about 6 years, he said, and now you can see the sealer that were pre-sealed is only last 6 years. He didn't know he had to maintain it. And what's happening is all the sealer's wearing off, so now mold and all the stuff's really starting to grow out of it because the sealer's not here to repel the water, which in turn seals it. So what's happening is it's worn off. Now they're saturating full of water. The mold isn't coming out. So purpose of the video is you gotta maintain these things. You can't just buy them, put them in, and then la 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 la. So I'm not blaming it on Rustico, but I think, you know, I read some of the articles and stuff that Melanie's putting out, because, you know, I have a lot of clients that tell me, yeah, where they bought them. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But then you're telling people to wash them with vinegar. You're still selling people shiny tiles to use outside when they should be using like penetrators and stuff like that for outside tile. Because even if you put like the sealer down and you put the sand in it and stuff to keep it from being slippery, what happens with that is once you start walking on the areas where all the sand is, then right up the middle where you walk, there's no sand, and then there's sand on the edges. And that's actually kind of similar to what's happened here. All the sealer's gone down the middle, but all these edges still kind of have some of the sealer, you know, which is a good thing, because that's actually will make it look good and keep it from having watermarks and stuff like that. But some of this stuff here, I can't sit there and tell them, oh, I'm going to make that look brand new. Oh, I'm going to make that look perfect. They should have known to seal them, but they also should have known not to put out the shiny stuff. Now let me get to the real purpose of the video. The reason I'm here is because the gentleman I'm working for's wife slipped right here on a slippery tile. Bow, almost broke her hip. And so what happened now is, if you look at all this stuff, is where he tried to sand it himself because he was so pissed. Because he said that he noticed they were slippery some years ago, but he never did anything about it. And, you know, I'm not trying to say Melanie at Rustico Tile out of Texas is responsible, but I just think, you know, they need to be more aware of what the product they're putting out, because I think they're good at selling it. I think they're good at getting it and kind of keeping people informed on installations. But as far as sealing it and maintaining it and cleaning it, you know, I don't even know if they've ever even did a job before. So, you know, I don't even know if they're qualified to get out proper advice, or even, like I said, these should have been sealed with a penetrating sealer, which is an outside friendly sealer, which seals it, keeps it looking natural, protects it, but it doesn't make it shiny and slippery. So purpose of the video, like I said, is you gotta keep your, you know, why do it, you know, I don't know, it could be a number of things. Why do I need to keep my Saltillo tiles sealed? How often should I keep them sealed? I mean, those are all questions you should be asking yourself, you know. And also the other problem I find is the guy that installs them for you. Okay, this grout wasn't even sealed. You know, now it's got more mold than everywhere else because the grout's just as porous. So not only did they buy tiles and put it in from Mexico sealed, they didn't come back and seal the grout, which is important. You got to keep your grout sealed. Whether you're going shiny, penetrator, topical coating, whatever you're going with, you got to seal the grout too. Just because you bought the tiles from Rustico with pre-sealed doesn't mean the tiles are sealed. And even then, I'd put a couple more coats on the floor after I grouted it and put it in if I bought Rustico tiles from Mexico, because they're good quality and they're good product. That's not necessarily the, you know, my issue with them. Even saying I don't have an issue is just, you know, they need to be giving out better advice and do a little bit more recon instead of just putting out stuff they heard from some guy who heard from some guy. Now, seal your stuff, stay informed. Do your recon, people. Don't, you know, like, you know, I don't know exactly how much he paid for this, but, you know, these iron rails and all this stuff, this all costs money. I'm assuming this guy at least spent 10 grand for these stairs, 12 grand, and it's only been like 5 or 6 years. It just, you know, it ain't right. So I'm going to get them back to as perfect as I could get them for them today, back to like new as perfect, and you'll see more of that in the video once we actually start doing our process. So just subscribe, share, like us, stay informed, people. Do your homework, come out. Got to get to work.